Both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow. She's blessed on blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Flacco's Ravens going up against Rodgers' Bengals.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, dancing away at the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
This is Coleman, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
319!
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now on comes the Bengal kicker, Jake Elliott, here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On second down, Langford. Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a carry here for Terrence West. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Being chased out left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run here with Langford. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's West. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded at the goal line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down following the run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now a first down following that long gain. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Rodgers now throwing again on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tim Williams from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Rodgers to throw on second down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Flacco off play action. Rolling to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Flacco. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A handoff, Jeremy Langford. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Flacco here on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Defense showing blitz. To pass, Flacco. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Rodgers now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a handoff. It's Langford. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And, oh, now it's out. Langford loses the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A gain of 39 that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On second down, here's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Rodgers operating from the gun. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll send a receiver in motion left. First and 10 here for Flacco. Buying time to his left. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Carry now for Jeremy Langford. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it with West. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run again here with West. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tyus Bowser charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll try to get the ground game going with Langford. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The slot man in motion right. Langford again. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is West. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On the ground, it's West again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Terrence West, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. The Patriots have added on as they extend their lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Tucker now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the park. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On first down, Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. So a major development here. Aaron Rodgers out. And coming on is the backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The play clock's running down. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out. Back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass incomplete. Jeremy Langford, the one he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Here we go.
Langford again, busy man this afternoon. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Langford, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's brought down. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now.
Quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go now. Boom, landing.
They begin here with a run by Wentz. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They're in the fourth quarter in Denver. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season.
All right, here we go.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Under 10. Over. All right, now, back 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the fourth quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
No, check, Patriot! Now let's go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of... And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain